Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library and welcome to Wednesday Read Aloud. This week we are reading a book about art because our next two Wednesday programs are going to be about art. Later today, I'm going to be posting a video from Alex and friends about how to animate your own cartoons at your house. And the following week, we are going to be having a Zoom meeting with artist and illustrator Lucky Platt, who has just illustrated her first book. So if you want more information about that, I'll leave a description down below. This is Maybe Something Beautiful, How Art Transformed a Neighborhood. And it is by Isabel Campoy and Theresa Howell, illustrated by Rafael López. And if you can see here, it's very colorful up above her head. But look at the city. It's a very drab city. That might be a hint about what this story is about. Let's see what happens in Maybe Something Beautiful. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. Every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Ms. Lopez, the lady with the sparkling eyes. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to a policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto a wall hiding in shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. Is she adding some color? And look what a great blast of color this is. I feel like that makes a huge difference on that wall, doesn't it? The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall. He looked at her son. He held his fingers up in a square. And he peeped through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Said Mira. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. What do you think he's thinking? Then, just like that, he dipped the brush into the paint. Wham! Pow! The shadows scurried away. Sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Look at him, adding even more color. Is the wall starting to get a lot happier? Don't you think? All these gray, drab buildings are starting to feel a little bit lighter, aren't they? Who are you? Mira asked. I'm an artist, he said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I'm an artist too, she told him. He handed Mira a paintbrush. Then come on. Do you think she can join him? Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yowie! The wall lit up like sunshine. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon, Mr. Sachs joined in too. Then came others. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. Even Mira's mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party. Look at how much fun they're having. Until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put her brush down. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat, then paused. "May I paint with you?" he asked. So Mira handed him a paintbrush, and the music started again. Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out paintbrush after paintbrush. Color spread through the streets, and so did joy. Can you see all the different people painting? What do you see in this picture? Do you see some people painting around a tree? You see that? Look, they're painting the bottom of a tree here. And look, someone's planting flowers. Look at all the things they're doing in the city to make it happier. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed, like string on a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something beautiful. Then, they created something more beautiful than they had ever imagined. When their clothes were spattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. "You, my friends are all artists," he told them, "and the world is your canvas." He smiled wide, then pulled together with a big, sweeping motion, his paintbrush like a magic wand. When he was finished, Mira added one more bird, way up high in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. The end. Isn't that a great story? And it is actually based on a true story. So I'm just going to read the beginning of the real story. And as you can see, there are actually kids here that helped paint and decorate their city. So here's a bit about the real story. Maybe Something Beautiful is based on a true story. At one time, the colorful East Village near downtown San Francisco, California, did not have murals on walls, nor quotes from Gandhi, Martin Luther King, or Cesar Chavez written on the sidewalks. Benches were not the works of art that you see now. The people living in the area were not part of the vibrant community they are today. Instead, the streets were gray and drab. But one day, a husband and wife team, he was an artist, she was a graphic designer and community leader, moved in and transformed their neighborhood into a place of beauty. That's pretty cool. Do you think that there's a way that you could make the world more beautiful? Maybe just decorating your house. You can decorate your walls with art. Another way is painting rocks. I don't know if you've seen around town, some people leave rocks around that are decorated. There's lots of ways to decorate, or even something temporary like chalk on the sidewalk is a great way to make the world a brighter, happier place. The end. Thanks for joining me, everyone. And like I said at the beginning, if you want some more art, we are going to be having 2 upcoming art programs. Starting later today, we are going to be having an animation program at 11 a.m. From Alex and Friends. He's going to teach us how to make cartoons. And the following Wednesday, the 29th, I believe, also at 11 a.m., we are going to have a Zoom meeting with an illustrator whose name is Lucky Platt, and she is going to be giving us a studio tour and also giving us a little illustration lesson. So that one should be really good. Well, join me for those, and I will see you next Wednesday for another story. Bye-bye.